In a realm of eternal night, where the stars shone like diamonds and the moon hung low in the sky, a young boy named Gabe found himself in the most peculiar of predicaments. Gabe was no ordinary boy, he was a small-time gangster from the big city, forced to lay low in a tiny, sleepy town called Moonlit Meadows. Gabe had been sent to Moonlit Meadows by his boss, Big Tony, after a heist had gone spectacularly wrong. To blend in, Gabe had to adopt a new identity and a new job, caretaker at the town zoo. It was there that he met Brian, a mischievous hippopotamus with a penchant for trouble. As Gabe tried to navigate his new life, he quickly realized that Moonlit Meadows was unlike any place he had ever known. The townsfolk were quirky, the rules were bizarre, and everyone seemed to know everyone else's business. Gabe's attempts to stay under the radar were thwarted at every turn by the town's nosy residents. One day, while cleaning Brian's enclosure, Gabe overheard a conversation between two zookeepers about a valuable artifact hidden somewhere in the zoo. His ears perked up, and his heart raced with excitement. This could be his ticket back to the big city and out of this sleepy town. Gabe decided to enlist Brian's help in his quest for the artifact. After all, who would suspect a boy and a hippo? The plan was simple: use Brian's strength to break into the old storage shed where the artifact was supposedly hidden. But things rarely go as planned. The night of the heist arrived, and Gabe and Brian set out under the cover of darkness. Gabe picked the lock to the shed, and Brian used his hefty weight to push open the creaky door. Inside, they found shelves lined with dusty old relics and crates filled with mysterious items. As they rummaged through the shed, Gabe's flashlight beam fell upon a small, ornate box. His heart pounded as he opened it, revealing a glittering, ancient necklace. Just as he was about to grab it, the shed door slammed shut, and the lights flickered on. Gabe and Brian were caught red-handed by the head zookeeper, Mrs. Myrtle. Mrs. Myrtle, though stern, was not without a sense of humor. She knew Gabe's secret but decided to give him a chance to explain himself. Gabe, flustered and desperate, spun a wild tale about how he and Brian were on a mission to protect the artifact from thieves. To Gabe's surprise, Mrs. Myrtle burst into laughter. She revealed that the artifact was actually a replica used for educational purposes and that the real one was safely stored in a museum. She decided to let Gabe off the hook, but on one condition: he had to help her with the zoo's upcoming fundraiser event. Gabe and Brian threw themselves into the fundraiser preparations, organizing games, activities, and even a special performance featuring Brian's impressive tricks. The event was a huge success, and Gabe found himself enjoying the sense of community and belonging that Moonlit Meadows offered. In the end, Gabe decided to stay in Moonlit Meadows, leaving his gangster life behind. He and Brian became local heroes, known for their hilarious heist and their efforts to save the zoo. Gabe had found a new home, and with Brian by his side, he knew that life in Moonlit Meadows would always be an adventure. And so, in the realm of eternal night, under the watchful eye of the moon, Gabe and Brian lived happily ever after, their days filled with laughter, friendship, and the occasional mischief.